we've got a recipe that will bring your taco night to a whole new level.
Here to make red mole braised beef tacos is Chef Carol Green. Chef Carol, good morning.
Hello.
Ooh, it smells good in here.
Yes, it does.
Tell us why you like this recipe so much. What's so great about it?
I really love Mexican food, but my own spin on Mexican food, not the same old, you know.
Okay.
And a mole sauce typically takes me all day, and it has literally 4 stages and 16 ingredients. So I developed a recipe that can be done in a heartbeat.
Okay.
And what I love about this is it can be done completely ahead of time. Now, guys, it's Valentine's Day in 2 weeks' time. You know, little PSA to some of you out there. And this is a meal that you could do completely done ahead of time. And then, you know, just at the last minute, you can put it all out there, and you don't have to arrive at the door looking like a hot mess, right?
Right, we don't want that on Valentine's Day.
No.
Yeah, okay.
No. So what we've got here, Colleen, is we've got chuck roast. This is about a 4.5 pound chuck roast. Again, you know, I love grass fed.
Yes.
I love to support my local farmers. And this came from Watson Farm down in Chester, you know, where they're grazing on grass like they're supposed to, right? So you just want to get a good braise on it because the caramelization and the color is very, very important to the flavor, okay? And then this is how simple it is. Put in your liquids, and this is about a 1/2 cup of wine. I'm just going to warn you of the steam. I don't want you to.
Thank you.
It's kind of a free facial, you know.
Yes, I could use my pores like that. Yeah.
And then this is beef broth. You're just going to cover it about halfway with beef broth. It's going to be about 4 to 5 cups of beef broth. And then here comes the magic. I'm going to put in about 2 tablespoons of
Tomato paste.
Tomato paste, and then the spices are very, very important. Now, this is a mole blend that I got from Savory Spice Store, and it's all in there, okay? So it's the cocoa powder, and it's about 4 different kinds of chili, and it's cloves, and it's cinnamon, and it's amazing.
Okay.
So that goes in, but I like to bump up the chocolate part. Now, you know, when you think chocolate, you think sweet, right? But cocoa beans are not sweet. So this is unsweetened Mexican cacao blend, which has got all those wonderful spices as well, of the cinnamon and the ginger and so forth. So you're just going to stir that up and put a lid on. I like to put the whole thing in the oven for about 2 to 3 hours until it falls apart. And then, you know, chop it up, and this is what you're going to have, is this beautiful chunks of meat in this rich sauce, and it's succulent and tender and divine, you know?
I mean, look at that.
That looks really good.
Beautiful, right?
Now, to build on your layers of flavor that go with that,
Okay.
there's no guacamole in sight with this Mexican dish, all right? So for my sauce, I'm going to do this dairy-free, because I know a lot of people have an issue with dairy. You could just use straight-up sour cream and make it easy on yourself, okay? So this is cashews, raw cashews that I soaked for about 4 hours, okay? Drain them to kind of get the, you know, the silt off it. And then these are red peppers that I charred over an open flame. You char them over an open flame, put them in a bag or cover them, and then the skins will easily just come right off, okay? That goes in. And you can put in whatever seasoning you like at this point. And you don't need much water because the peppers are quite moist already. And you just pop it in the blender. Okay. So you're going to blend that up until you get this beautiful, beautiful smooth sauce over there.
And again, this is if you want to go dairy-free, you don't want to just use sour cream, you need something like this, then you can make this kind of cashew cream.
Cashews make an amazing base. You can use it as a kind of a stand-in for mayonnaise. You could use it, you could sweeten it and have it as a pie cream. It's so versatile. You can do so many things as it, you know, instead of that. So instead of your usual kind of carrot and cabbage slaw, what I did here, and the recipe is all on the website, you can use whatever combination you like, but I use bok choy, red beet, jicama, and radishes. Just, you know, to kind of build on the flavors and give you that sort of bitterness as a background to the sweetness of the meat. You know, and now I want to see the acid test here, and Eugene's going to eat it.
Very good. This looks beautiful. Here is a look at the finished product. Oh, these braised beef mole tacos. Oh, I can't wait to try this.
I think that means he likes it. I think that means he likes it. I think that means he likes it.
Mole. You can get this recipe on our website, or you can check out Carol Green's website. It's tasteofhealing.com, tasteofhealing.com. Every ingredient has a purpose. I know you really believe we can heal our bodies from the inside out.
So you can do a beautiful celebration meal like this, and you know there's nothing here that's unhealthy. You know, so yeah, just something special for a do ahead Valentine's Day.
Your food is incredible. It is delicious, Chef Carol. Thank you very much.
Thank you.